Hey, basketball fans, welcome back to Tips and Streams, your go-to spot for the hottest NBA regular season predictions. I'm Kokan, and I'm here to break down today's matchups and give you the edge you need to make the best bets. Before we dive in, make sure you hit that subscribe button and like this video. Your support means the world to us. Remember, our channel has no sponsors and relies solely on the love and support of viewers like you. Even a small donation by pressing the thanks button under the video helps us keep bringing you top-notch content every day. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and fellow basketball enthusiasts. And we love hearing from you, so drop a comment below and let us know what you want to see in our forecasts. Your feedback helps us improve and bring you the content you crave. Let's jump right into today's NBA predictions. We've got some exciting games lined up, so stay tuned and let's get that winning streak going.
Today we have predictions for 4 NBA games. The first prediction for today is for a game between the Houston Rockets and Miami Heat. This game between the Miami Heat and the Houston Rockets is definitely an intriguing matchup, with two teams heading in completely opposite directions. The Rockets have been absolutely on fire, riding an 8-game win streak and sitting comfortably in the second spot in the Western Conference. Meanwhile, the Heat are struggling to keep their heads above water, with a brutal 9-game losing streak threatening their chances at making the playoffs. Houston's been putting up some serious numbers lately, and I'm loving the way they've been executing. Sitting at 45-25, they've found a great rhythm, especially offensively. Jalen Green continues to be the man on the court, averaging 21.4 points per game, but it's Alperen Sengun who's been the real difference maker for them. Averaging a double-double with 19.2 points and 10.5 rebounds, he's been a dominant force down low. Fred VanVleet's been doing his thing as the primary ball handler too, dishing out 5.6 assists with very few turnovers. They've got a well-rounded squad, and with a defense that's second in the league, they're not just an offensive powerhouse, they've got that tough, gritty side to their game too. Even though Amen Thompson is still sidelined, Houston's depth has been solid, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. They've even managed to handle business on the road, proving they can get it done no matter the location. On the flip side, the Heat just can't seem to catch a break. With a 29-40 record, they're hanging on to the 10th spot in the East by a thread, and that's not where you want to be with the pressure mounting. Their recent loss to Detroit was another tough pill to swallow, especially considering they were up in the fourth before a buzzer-beating 3 from Cade Cunningham sealed their fate. Miami's offense has been inconsistent, and they're struggling to hit shots, especially from deep. Tyler Herro has been carrying the load, putting up a career-high 23.6 points per game, and Bam Adebayo is doing his thing as usual, but there's only so much they can do when the rest of the team isn't clicking. Their three-point shooting has been subpar, and when your offense is reliant on that long-range game, it's tough to keep up when those shots aren't falling. Despite their struggles, Miami's still got some hope in their back pocket. Historically, they've had Houston's number, winning 9 out of the last 10 matchups, including a close win earlier this season. If Herro can stay hot and Adebayo continues to dominate, there's a chance they can get out of this rut. Plus, with Duncan Robinson's shooting and the addition of Kello on defense, the Heat might have enough to keep it close. They'll need to be sharp, though, especially defensively, to slow down the Rockets' fast-paced attack. But let's be real here, the way things are looking right now, Houston is the clear favorite. The Rockets have been firing on all cylinders, both offensively and defensively, and the Heat just haven't been able to put it all together. Houston's been solid on the road, and they're showing no signs of slowing down, while Miami is stuck in a funk and can't seem to find a way out. With Houston's offense and defense clicking, I just can't see Miami keeping up with them. The Rockets are gonna get the W here, and I'm also betting on the total points to go over 212.5. Houston's then lighting up the scoreboard, and unless the Heat find some magic on offense, it's going to be a tough night for them. Houston's going to take this one, and I think we'll see a high-scoring game in the process.
Welcome to BetUS, Sportsbook and Casino, your ultimate hub for secure and thrilling sports betting and casino gaming. BetUS is one of the oldest and most reliable online sportsbooks in the U.S., serving millions of clients all over the globe each month. BetUS, trusted for over 30 years, offers huge welcome bonuses, countless betting options, and many deposit and payout methods. Depositing funds is a breeze and safe, with a minimum deposit of just $10. Payouts are fast and hassle-free, beginning at only $50. Choose from various payout options like MoneyGram, couriered check, cryptocurrency, or bank wire. Signing up is quick and easy. For signing up, you can use the link in the description and enjoy a generous 125% welcome bonus of up to $3,000. By signing up using the link in the description, you'll also support us as we earn a small commission from your registration at BetUS. Thank you for supporting us. Join now and start winning.
The second prediction for today is for a game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns and Cleveland Cavaliers are set to clash, and I've got to say, this matchup is looking more interesting than it might seem on paper. The Suns, despite having one of the most talented rosters in the league, have been a huge disappointment this season. They've had their ups and downs, but recently, they started to show some fight, picking up 3 wins in their last 4 games. After beating teams like the Raptors and Bulls, they've begun to show flashes of what they could have been all season. Still, with a record of 33-37, they're in a battle just to make the play-in tournament, currently sitting tied with the Dallas Mavericks for that crucial 10th seed. But let's be real, Phoenix's biggest issue this year has been defense. They're ranked as one of the worst teams in the league defensively, which has really hurt them in close games. Their frontcourt depth took a hit after Jusuf Nurkic left, and that's left guns struggling to secure boards and protect the paint. But they're a totally different beast on the offensive end. With Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, the Suns can light it up from anywhere, and their three-point shooting is one of the best in the league. But no matter how hot their offense gets, they just haven't been able to put it all together for a sustained stretch. Now, the Cleveland Cavaliers have been doing it big this season. At 56-13, they've been one of the best teams in the entire league. Their offense is downright scary, leading the lead in multiple categories, including field goal and three-point percentage. They've got a well-balanced squad and the ability to score in bunches, but what's been a little concerning is their recent slump. They've lost 3 straight games, and in those losses, their defense has been awful. They've allowed over 100 points in every game during the skid, which is uncharacteristic for a team that's usually known for its defense. It's a bit of a head-scratcher, especially considering how dominant they've been for most of the season. Given their recent struggles, I'm not as confident in Cleveland as I was earlier in the season. Don't get me wrong, the Cavs still have the pieces to get it together and turn this thing around. But with Phoenix playing at home and coming off a few strong performances, I think the Suns have a legit shot at keeping this one close. If Booker and Durant can find their rhythm, they'll be able to put up some serious points. And with Cleveland's defense looking shaky right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix gets hot and puts up 115 or more. They've proven they can score when it matters, and that's a big factor here. I don't think Phoenix will pull off the upset, but I do see it in making this game tighter than many might expect. The Suns have been playing better lately, and the Cavs have been slipping defensively. Cleveland is still a solid team, but I think this is a spot where Phoenix can at least cover the spread. They've got the pieces to make it competitive, and with their playoff hopes on the line, I expect Gunn to bring the energy. It's a close one, but I'm going to take Phoenix to cover the spread in this one. Before we move on, I have a quick favor to ask. If you're enjoying the content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing might seem like a small action, but it actually makes a big impact for us. Plus, it's completely free for you. Have you clicked that subscribe button? Awesome, thank you so much for your support. Now let's dive back into the video. The third prediction for today is for a game between the Denver Nuggets and Portland Trail Blazers. Alright, here's the deal. The Denver Nuggets are heading into this game against the Portland Trail Blazers, and things are looking a little shady for them. With both Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray listed as day-to-day and having missed some recent games, including that rough loss to the Lakers, Denver's star power is seriously compromised. Sure, they managed to pull off a solid win against the Warriors without those guys, but let's be real. Against top-tier teams like the Lakers, it's clear they need the main guys to stay competitive. Now, let's talk about what the Nuggets have left. Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter Jr., and Christian Braun are going to have to step up and be the anchors here. Braun, in particular, had a solid outing last time these teams faced off, scoring 21 points. But let's not sugarcoat it. They'll need way more from these guys to keep up the pace. Russell Westbrook could also be an X-factor, but honestly, his inconsistency can be maddening. The Nuggets are going to need him to be dialed in, especially if the offense is sputtering without their usual stars. One thing that could work in Denver's favor is winning the battle on the boards. If they can limit Portland's second chance points like they did in their last win over them, they might have a shot at staying in this game. That honestly, without Jokic orchestrating things and Murray providing that extra scoring punch, it's tough to see them pulling away in a high-energy road game. Now, the Blazers are looking pretty dangerous these days. They've got a youthful squad that's hungry, and they've been playing some of their best ball recently. Anthony Simons and Denny Ardija have been absolutely key, and when those two are rolling, Portland becomes a real threat. We've got a mix of energy and talent that can overwhelm teams, and their recent wins prove that. Remember when they took down the Memphis Grizzlies by 16 as underdogs? That was a statement win. Portland's win earlier this season over Denver is a prime example of how they can take down the big dogs. Even though they let the lead slip, they pulled it together in the clutch, and Simons came up huge with a game-winning buzzer beater. That kind of mental toughness is what sets them apart from other teams. If they can keep their defense tight and prevent Denver from getting easy buckets, they'll be in a great position to take this one. The Blazers have been good at closing out games, especially at home, and that's going to be important against a Denver team that's hurting right now. If Portland can capitalize on Denver's lack of depth, limit the Nuggets' role players, and keep the ball moving on offense, they've got a solid chance here. Plus, Portland's defense is no joke, and when they lock in, it's tough for anyone to get clean looks. Looking at the betting side, Portland is favored, but I'm not worried about them handling that pressure. They've been on a roll when they're the favorites, and their home court advantage is real. Given Denver's injury situation, this feels like Portland's game to lose. They've got the momentum, and they're at their best when they're expected to win. So, at the end of the day, I'm rolling with Portland here. Even if Jokic and Murray somehow play, I'm still backing the Blazers. They've got the talent, the hustle, and the right mindset to get this win. If they keep playing their game and avoid making mistakes, they should have no problem taking down a bang-up Denver squad. I'm calling it. Portland gets the W in this one. The fourth prediction for today is for a game between the Memphis Grizzlies and Los Angeles Clippers. This matchup between the Los Angeles Clippers and Memphis Grizzlies is shaping up to be an interesting one. The Clippers have had the Grizzlies' number lately, winning 5 straight games and leading the series 2-0 this season, including a dominant 128-114 win back in February. It's clear the Clippers are hitting their stride at just the right time, with 7 wins in their last 8 games. This team is looking dangerous heading into the postseason, and with key players like Kawhi Leonard and James Harden finding their rhythm, they're becoming a real problem for anyone standing in their way. The Clippers have been firing on all cylinders, and it's easy to see why. Leonard has been playing at an elite level, and Harden is starting to resemble the version of himself we saw dominating the league a few seasons ago. Throw in the solid presence of Ivica Zubac down low and a now healthy Norman Powell, who is having a breakout year before his injury, and this team can hurt you in a lot of ways. It'll be crucial for the Clippers' coaching staff to fully reintegrate Powell into the rotation, as his offensive spark could be the difference maker come playoff time. On the foot side, Memphis is struggling to find its footing, especially with Ja Morant sidelined by a hamstring injury. They've been up and down lately, losing 3 of their last 4 games, including a tough loss to the Blazers. They're sitting at 43-27 on the season, which is still solid, but with the standings so tight, they can't afford to drop any more games. Jaren Jackson Jr. has been stepping up as the leading scorer, putting up 22.4 points per game, but the real story for Memphis is how they'll cope without their superstar guard. Desmond Bane will have to take on a bigger role, and while he's been inconsistent, he's the guy who needs to keep things rolling in Morant's absence. Defensively, Memphis will need to figure out how to stop the Clippers' high-powered offense. The last time these two teams met, the Grizzlies struggled to contain LA's stars, and without Morant to provide extra defense and leadership, they're going to be stretched thin. If Memphis can't find a way to limit Leonard and Harden, this one could get out of hand quickly. The Grizzlies' best shot is to win the rebound battle and win at the Clippers' open looks from beyond the arc. But so far, they haven't shown the ability to do that consistently, and it's been one of their biggest issues. As for the Clippers, they're on fire, and I don't see that stopping now. At home, they've been covering the spread at a ridiculous rate, making them one of the best teams against the spread in the NBA this season. With the way they've been playing, especially with Zubac controlling the boards and Leonard carrying the scoring load, they're in prime position to take care of business here. They just have to continue doing what's been working, getting contributions from all areas of the roster and staying solid on defense. The Grizzlies have their work cut out for them, especially with so many players out or struggling to find form. Memphis has had a tough time getting consistent production from their supporting cast, and without Morant, things just don't seem to be clicking right now. It's hard to back them against a healthy, firing Clippers team that has been on a tear lately. I expect the Clippers to keep the pedal down and handle business at home. They're healthy, in form, and their stars are starting to look like the dominant forces they're capable of being. I'm confident in their ability to cover the spread and secure another win here. The Grizzlies are going to need a lot more than what they've been showing to pull off an upset in this one.